Justice Prasanna B. Varale, our former beloved Chief Minister and Union Minister Shri Veerappa Moily, Shri Uday Vallaji, today's President of the function, Shri K. Shashikaran Shetty, Advocate General, Shri Vivek Subbareddy, Senior Advocate and President of Bangalore Advocates Association, my friend and admirer and Senior Advocate and son of a great legal luminary, Harnalli Ramaswamy's son, Shri Ashok Harnalli, Shri D.M. Hegde, Mr. Prashant Chandra, and more than anything else, Dr.B.V.Acharya, the center point of today's felicitation. Honorable Shri Justice Santosh Hegde, Honorable Sitting Judges Shri Justice Prabhakar Shastri, Rajesh Rai, Shri Punacha and Shri Arvind, former Judge Shri Anand Baira Reddy, designated senior advocates, members of the family of Shri B.V. Acharya, learned advocates, distinguished invitees and guests. I have nothing to say new except to add few things. As a lawyer, as a judge of the trial court, I had seen Mr. B.V. Acharya in great action. It was a very, very highly contested and I can say it was a very sensational case argued before me. Though it was sensation in the sense that the family of a high level politician was involved. The matter was nothing but whether the matter pertains to per se defamatory. He came and argued, I granted an ex parte order of temporary injunction as a newly recruited district judge working as the City Civil Court, 17th City Civil Court judge at Bangalore. The next day, there was an editorial in Indian Express. The newly recruited district judge who acts as a munsif in the City Civil Court should not have ventured to injunct a well-researched book on corruption. Okay, I took it very, all right, the press has the liberty. If I had done anything, I'm okay. But fortunately, the matter went on. Of course, the other side also appeared and the matter was contested. But Mr. B.V. Acharya took the court to the crux of the matter. What was involved? Whether the book contained any per se defamatory fact. There were many applications and ultimately it went 3 or 4 times to the Supreme Court. And by the time I was transferred, it had not yet been closed. Thanks to saying, in another case, when I was the judge of the High Court, himself and his junior colleague, Mr. Ashok Harnalli, argued in a matter, RSA. Usually, as all of you know, this Easementary Act is a forgotten law. Very few cases. In olden days, there used to be a lot of cases, especially in the coastal region. But both of them argued wonderfully, and it was a great exponential, erudite, submission of both the advocates on the nuances of Easement Act. One thing I want to say, everybody is saying that he conducted as a special public prosecutor, had lot of difficulty, had to undergo trauma, a criminal case being, a lawyer who defends many accused in hundreds of cases being accused. Please think at the age, he had already crossed 80 years, a criminal case is being lodged. What would be his trauma? Fortunately, one of our greatest advocates, who was also the Advocate General and a close friend of Mr. B.V. Acharya, R.N. Narsamurthy, took up the responsibility and argued, and the learned judge was pleased to quash the proceedings initiated him. And one important thing, everybody says Jayalalitha's case, Justice Kunna gave a wonderful judgment. The matter also came up before me for bail and other things. All things are known, I don't want to say anything about that. But his contribution as a senior advocate representing state of Karnataka before the Supreme Court, it was the most toughest bench. I do not attributing anything to the honorable judges because it was a case of acquittal. Normally, when a case of acquittal is argued, the court will be slow in interfering with such acquittals. Therefore, there was a greatest responsibility on Mr. Acharya, and hats off to the then government that they were very, very pertinent that Mr. Acharya should argue on behalf of the government of Karnataka. He was ably assisted by two advocates, one Aristotle and another is Plato. Aristotle is the name of the advocate, another Plato is his own colleague, former colleague, Mr. Sandesh Chowta. Why I call him as Plato is the enormous assistance that they rendered to Mr. B.V.Acharya in effectively arguing the case. Please read that Jayalalitha's case, not because it used to be read, because there were many grey areas in the disproportionate case. All those grey areas have been completely answered by the Honorable Supreme Court. Nothing is left. Whenever an occasion came, the Honorable Supreme Court used to say that one particular aspect. But there were several aspects in that case, and all the aspects have been completely dealt with, and as a result of the same, the law has been taken forward. And I say that B.V.Acharya is a model to all of us. And two judges were groomed in his chamber. One was late Vishnu Subahit, one of the finest judges that Karnataka High Court had. He was such a hard-working judge. I knew him from the close. And another is Justice H.G. Ramesh, retired. So my senior, Mr. A. Tandveshwar, was very well known to him. And that is why I, though had no personal intimacy with him, I knew about him through my senior advocate when we were all young students of first grade college at Hassan. He conducted a very sensational custodial deaths case of Raju in 1972. Please think, an advocate who has a good practice, if he were to shift from one place to other, there would be some uncertainty as to whether I would find a firm place. So when he shifted from Mangalore to Bangalore, he was hardly 38, 39 years. His children were still young, but the courage he took and the way in which he saw that his feet were strong in Bangalore, that is a courageous thing. And he is a model to all of us. And all young advocates must know that there is no shortcut for hard work. Burning midnight oil is the only way to earn good name and consequential money. I wish B.V.Acharya and his family members long life, good health, all prosperity and energy to continue to guide the bar. Thank you.